So I need to, like, restate the importance of knowing why you are drawing an expression. Why are you drawing happy? Do you really feel happy? Let's talk about your mother. Why is this character expressing this feeling? Why are you drawing them happy? Give them a reason. Because if they're a character, they deserve to have a reason. Because they're more real than just a drawing. They're someone. At least, according to you, you're making them someone. So give them real emotions. You have the power to use your emotions, to put it into the drawing. You have this power as a human. So use it. And give it to these 2D people that live in the second dimension that we in our third dimension create and live vicariously through. And I'm getting far too esoteric and philosophical about this. Don't get me started on how I feel about real drawings and everything, okay? Let's not get there. Fourth dimensional stuff is in my graphic novel, though, so check that out when it happens. Wow, God. Ookie, stop. I'm sorry. What did I do? I'm so sorry, man. Anyway, one thing I forgot to mention, to make it even worse. Oh, God. Make the pupil really small. That just makes it pop. So, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll give... Here. Wait. I know better than that. Fancy Feast comes in a can, doesn't it? Here, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, man. It's a kitty with a bow tie and a cane and a monocle. Fancy Feast. Here. There, have it. Be happy. Be happy. So. Let's make him happy within, like, 1 minute. Oh God, oh no, I'm so sorry. Stop being angry. Stop being angry. Stop being angry. Stop being so angry. Oh my God, stop it. Oh, it burns. That's what that expression says. It burns. It's delicious. It's so amazing. I'm crying. Okay, we fixed that situation, guys. Anyway, don't forget to have fun and go crazy. Okay, so we've done angry and happy and neutral, and now we're going to sad. Time to cry. When you draw sad expressions, or angry expressions, or happy expressions, or any kind of expression, you really need to pull that emotion from yourself. Don't just draw. Bring it to life. I sound like one of those art teachers. It's like, draw how you feel. The universe is everywhere, and flowers are so beautiful. Anyway, but God, I had one of those. She was actually a good art teacher. When you draw expressions that are really important and extreme and really high amounts of emotion, you need to pull that from yourself for them to be really, really good, in my belief. And that's what I do. And sometimes I feel like I almost put too much of myself into my art, like my comic book art, because when I have to write a scene that is really, really, really sad, and my characters are just upset as hell, I just think of that and I cry through, like, as the like, I think of what the character would be thinking of and I cry, and if they're gonna cry, then I do, and then I draw that. And that's probably not healthy, but I don't know. And you don't have to do that, but you have to I think you have to feel some amount of emotion to draw and to know how to draw it properly. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is, you've been through a lot of shit in your life, right? Right. Yes, life sucks, and life is awesome at the same time. So you've felt those things, and life is infuriating, and people are stupid. But you felt those emotions. So find them again and express them. And this can be really frustrating because when you are not at the point in your drawing skill to portray what you want to do, and let me let me just say that you are always at that point and you are never at that point. Because when you can actually draw what you feel, it's amazing and awesome and fantastic. But you always want more, you know? Like you want to transcend into your drawing or something. I don't know. But anyway, take those emotions from yourself. Put them into your drawing. I don't know how to explain this any other way, so I'm just going to do it. Let's think of a scene. I have to draw, like, with some sort of scene in mind. There has to be a narrative. I don't just draw, like, yay, whatever. Like, the only time I ever do that is if it's like, I want to draw a pretty dress. So I draw the dress, and then I draw a human as an accessory to it, and their expression is probably just like, kawaii da yo. Whenever I draw my comic book characters, they're always in some sort of situation, and that's why their face looks that way. Even if it's just like, Chi-Chi, you're a dumbass. I thought it was a good idea! You're an idiot! You know, like, even when they're just bantering around like that, I feel that emotion just like, oh my god, some of my friends are just so stupid and oh, they're so dumb. So that's the essence of an artist, I feel like. I don't know if you agree. Anyway, god, that was a long rant. Sorry. Moving on. Let's do something sad. Oh, sad news, alright. The feeling of rejection is terrible. Oh god, that feeling when you're like, you say something really, oh my god, I've done this so many times as Atem in my RP. I'm such an idiot in this RP. You say something that you think is gonna go great, and you're just like, hey, blah blah blah, and the person's like, no, and you're like, I'm really sorry. You know, like you're just like, oh, shame. I wish I could rewind. Let's rewind that. No, I didn't mean to. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to say that. And sometimes I don't exactly draw exactly what I wanted to draw, and sometimes it takes two drawings. Sometimes there's that, I'm so sorry. God, I'm an idiot. You know, those are two different drawings. Also, when you draw the pupil, and when I say pupil, I actually mean the pupil this time. When you draw the pupil inside the iris, always make sure that you draw it right, because if you screw up the pupil direction, your character's going to look messed up, and that is one of the most important parts of your character. Now, the reason why I draw the mouth that way is because, like, when I get rejected, my mouth does this thing where it's just like, I'm sorry. You know, like, it goes down almost like I'm trying to hide my face with my mouth. Like, so I feel that in my face, and I draw it. And this one, it's this kind of thing. So the lip concaves up again. And we're embarrassed here, so let's draw some blush. There are so many different ways you can draw blush. And if you're drawing blush on your characters all the time, stop it. PETA 10, stop it. I don't know when your characters are embarrassed, or when they're blushing because they like somebody, or when they're angry, or when they're drunk, because they're always blushing. Stop. That's not a good thing to do. Blush should be used very specifically. I hate it. Like, I love PETA 10. It's a great manga. You should read it. But, like, I hate that they do that. It's terrible. Anyway. This eyebrow is going up so hard that it's pressing up the muscles there. And depending on how fat you draw the cheek, you can make your characters look more or less, like, vulnerable at that moment. Hachi's got a huge-ass chin. Don't forget, the ear, the top of the ear is where the eye is, and the bottom of the ear is where the nose is. And make sure you make the hair... I always make the hair conveniently get out of the way of the eyes, unless I want them to look really pathetic at that moment. Then, you know, like, the hair being in the way of the eyes makes them look more hidden and small and pathetic and not in control, I guess. And the more the hair curls into the face, kind of gives it that feeling too. Kind of like everything is just curling inward, just like, oh, sorry. And Hachi's one bang that's shorter than all the other ones is really, really expressive. Like, right here, I'm going to have it kind of brush across his face in that way, and that one bang comes out like that. He's got a little bit too much of a jaw going on here. It's hard to draw Hachi's jawline because it's just like this fleeting animal that doesn't know what it's doing. I don't even know what his jawline looks like anymore. I don't understand. I try to avoid it. Put his hair there instead. And then when I have to draw on his neck, I'm just like, like, how fat should I make your neck? How animu should I make your neck? You know. And, ooh, the shoulders are so good. I love the shoulders, because the more, like, the shoulders can be very couth and very regal, like with one of my characters. And the shoulders can be very scoffing, but then the shoulders can be like, ugh. When they go upwards like this. His hair is kind of like sharking backwards also. Yeah, that's kind of like, that's what that is. And don't be afraid to use motion lines to indicate the shoulder movements and Adrian. What sets this apart from normal expressions is we've got the shoulder movement going on. We've got the indication of the shoulders going up with the clavicle bone right here. The what do normal people call it? The collarbone. We've got the mouth going downwards. Don't ever give him a mustache. This is not Dragon Ball. We got really small pupils. We got the eyes being very wide. Ooh, that's even worse. Curved eyebrows. His eyebrows are actually supposed to be thick, so I should actually make them like that. We've got an indication of the more eyebrow muscle there. We've got the blush, which means he's embarrassed. His hair is conforming to this expression. So, oh, and if we want him to be really sad, we can give him some tears. Oh, stop. I draw big fat Miyazaki tears. So, God, that moment when you're watching Spirited Away for the first time and Sen starts crying and you're like, what is happening to her face? Oh my god, whoa! Was it that white thing that she was eating? And you're like a little weeaboo kid and you don't know what a rice ball is yet? And you're just like, what do they call them in Pokemon? What is that jelly donut doing to her face? So I always, when I draw tears, I like make them real big. And I make them kind of blob out from the sides of the eyes. Like, I used to do this animu thing where it was like, I don't like that anymore. It just looks like jizz in their eye. So, and now that I draw that, and we need to distinguish those two liquids, I draw them like this. And I think it looks kind of more liquidy. And then, I focus more on the roundness of it rather than the teardrop shape. Because I don't like that shape. I feel like it's overdone. And then I always have some, like, going down. God, those are big fat tears. But he has big fat eyes, so he has anime eyes. Ugh. And then, like, drawing the tears just sliding down the side of the face is just heartbreaking. And just drawing a couple, like, falling down and just like, oh, stop crying, Babu. No, I'm sorry, have a teddy bear. Why is this not helping? I'm sorry. I love you. Be happy. It's like talking to a baby. Phalanges. Phalanges. Why are you still crying? Stop it. We don't have teddy bears in this universe because Teddy Roosevelt was never president because this isn't America. This is Scotland. But this isn't Scotland. It's Rodark. Wait, that place is... Right. I know my own planet that I created. I am a right and justice. Justice? I'm a good Gaud. I can play The Sims with my manga characters and do anyway.